Welcome everyone back to the Nexus Gaming Series. I am your host, DB Smiley, and we got Blasting Burros again here, but this time against Team Maroon, and this is a big Division A West matchup. No bones about it, no other ways to slice the bread. You have to slice it this way, which I presume is diagonal and not horizontal, which is the correct way to slice bread, you heathens, you. But in this case, Team Maroon currently second in the Nexus Gaming Series. Blasting Burros, though, tied with them in points now after their win earlier tonight. This is a huge game in the Nexus Gaming Series. I cannot overhype it. So Blasting Burros definitely going to be looking to... if they win this, I mean, they're going to be in great shape. They're going to be in really good shape up near the top of A. They'll have the head-to-head over Maroon. Could seal themselves up a 2 seed with the way it's going. Top of A West is very competitive. You got Team Freelo, comfortable lead at this point, but Team Maroon, Tilted Minors, Adults with Jobs, and Blasting Burros all really kind of stacked in those next 4 slots. And the thing is, seeding matters. You don't want to be in those last 2 slots because you're going to play one of those top 5 teams if you do. Maev ban, been pretty standard for Blasting Burros. They did pick it up on one map earlier tonight, but banning it out here as they did before. Grabbing the Malfurion with the Stukov ban, I like the choice. Going with the early support, forcing your opponent who just banned Stukov onto a non-second tier support, or onto a non-S tier support. So it's going to look pretty good. Opens up a lot of options, too. Makes the Garrosh pretty sexy if you're Blasting Burros. That was a tank they really liked playing in that last set. Also pairs reasonably well with Joanna. Garrosh Malfurion is something that, as I've played it in Hero League, it feels busted. And the reason is that Garrosh, when he gets low health, the effective healing from Moonfire is insane. It's like healing for like 300 per target hit effectively, even at low levels. You get to later levels. I mean, it's just the effective healing is nuts. But there it is, Medivh Sonya. Now, I should note this was Team Maroon's map, so they are they're doing pretty well. They're Medivh, strong on the map. Arcane Explosion, Force of Will at 13, very, very strong. And then Sonya, great solo laner, good split push ability, great camp clear, all pretty important on this map. Alright, so what are the next 2 picks? I assume Garrosh would be 1. Hanzo and up to Haka. Interesting. I actually, no, I think about that. It makes sense. You know what? Garrosh gets kind of countered out by Medivh with the portal to be able to get people out, the Force of Will, the Arcane Explosion. So I like not prioritizing that. Kind of surprised they didn't go Diablo, because Diablo can also be really strong on this map. Could potentially forcing yourself onto a Joanna, but maybe they're okay with that. Joanna can condemn people away from the portal, can't bless shield. They do have the Dahaka. Now, what I really want to see is if Dahaka at level 4, if there's a lot of melee, goes into that upgraded, it's not the one who collects talent, not the minion, but the one on heroes where hitting W on someone builds essence. That could actually be insane into the Sonya. If there's, because there's going to be another tank. If there's another melee, Junkrat going to be banned out here. That was something Blasting Burros showed in the last set, I believe. No, they didn't show it. That was the other, Dank Team. Dank Team also showed the Genji there. But banning out Genji, so trying to deny, potentially I'd have. But now that you have the Medivh, you actually can afford to go into a support like, like a Rhaegar. Could also go something like an Alexstrasza. Diablo Alexstrasza, I think, would actually be a very strong rotation here. You don't actually need to pick Alexstrasza yet, so you could go Diablo Phoenix, and that would be really good. With the Hanzo down, the top two ranged assassins left are the Greymane and the Phoenix. Given the comp they're going into, I do think given the map, I think Phoenix is better, but I totally would respect a Greymane pick. But I'd like to see that. Diablo... No, they're going to go Garrosh Ming. So they're going with the spell damage, but kind of think of it actually like that into Malfurion. Just try to burst down a single target with the Garrosh Sonya, with the Li Ming. Going to be important to get Arcane Rift done, though, because Arcane Rift is going to be the sustained damage that Li Ming tries to finish with. There's Joanna. Next pick, probably an assassin. They could go Burst with a Greymane. Malthael would actually not be a bad pick. Especially if they're looking at a Rhaegar for the cleanse. I'm gonna go Tassadar, so heavily investing into the Hanzo. Tassadar, though, actually good on this map. Archon is like a mini dragon, so it can win the point. But you have Force Wall. There's a lot of chokes around the objective, so Force Wall could be brutal. But it enables Hanzo extraordinarily well. Hanzo's going to be extremely hard to kill. And if Hanzo's alive, I mean... This is kind of like classic double support meta, and I'll say it. And I don't, anyone in chat can fight me. Double support was the best meta. Drops mic. That's the sound of me dropping. I didn't actually drop it. I just hit it. Anyway. Last pick. Got to be a support. Is it the Alex Strasser? I don't think so. Rhaegar, I think, is a good choice. Could be an Uther. Could be a Lucio. I was not expecting that, but I kind of like it. I like it a lot, actually. I think that's a great choice. The question is, does it go Transcendence? Or does it go Iron Fist, or does it go Insight? Transcendence has been viable a lot lately. I've actually had a lot of luck with Transcendence. I'm not saying it's the pick you go. You know, you have to worry about the blinds from Joanna here. You're going to have a hard time getting onto the other targets. Dahaka can burrow or tongue you. Hanzo can get away. Task can get away. Malfurion, you know, diving Malfurion's always risky because he can self-root. Or Ice Block. I'm not sure I love the Kerosene pick, actually. Because of the Joanna, because of the Dahaka, because of the Malfurion. Because of I mean, if they can... Obviously, they're going to try to blow someone up, so that's the goal now, so I would fully expect an Iron Fist Kharazim here. We'll see. Team Maroon looking to improve their ranking, catch up to Team Freelo. If they can get a win tonight, they'll be 1 point behind Freelo. We'll see how it goes. Jumping into this set. And on the left side, casted him earlier tonight, blasting Burros. Going to be Joe. Once again on Malfurion. He was rocking that earlier. Pyromantic going to be on the Tassadar Time. Going to be on Hanzo. Michaelin once again on Dahaka. Played it on Dragonshire earlier. And Tiddly He going to be on the Joanna. Another hero I saw him play earlier. Meanwhile, on the right side, it's going to be Space Bacon. Going to be on the Kharazim. Going to be Edgardo on the Li Ming. Now, Edgardo is a fantastic Li Ming. Samael going to be on the Sonya. Blanket going to be on Garrosh. And oh dear, I forgot. It's going to be Coca-Cola on Medivh. I don't think Coca-Cola was playing last time I casted this team, but I could be wrong. But no, Edgardo's Li Ming was insane when I first casted this team. Team Maroon, I think I casted them very early in the season, maybe week 1. I don't think I've casted them since, but Edgardo's Li Ming play ain't to be fucked with. But here we go now. We are seeing Maroon splitting to the lane. Sonya top. Here comes a rotation up towards top lane. Sonya need to be a bit careful. Condemn does dodge. No one bot lane yet to deal with Dahaka. Now, this is not Dahaka's greatest map, as Sonya was actually pulled in there. Now diving in onto Tiddly He, and they actually managed to get the kill. Good kill there by Edgardo, getting the reset. But the problem with the Hawk on this map is there just are not a lot of bushes at all. There's really, like, the rotations don't have many bushes at all. There's no fully obstructed bush paths. And the only... Ooh, but Hanzo killed up in the top. So Team Maroon off to a good start. 2 kills out of the gate. And this is... They have to work picks with the kind of comp they have. With that Garrosh comp, with that Karazim, you're going to have to get the picks. But now they're doing it, and they're going to grab a support camp. So they're going to have a lot of items for this first shrine. There's the root on the portal. Comes a bit late. But already a great start here on the side of Team Maroon. This is associated with Texas A&M, although I'm not 100% sure if it's an official association of any kind. We'll have to see. Double support was gorgeous in 2010. I will not tolerate that in my chat. You're banned for life. As soon as this game's over, I'm going to walk over and hit the ban button. For life. I'm totally not going to intentionally forget because that would be a stupid thing to ban you over. No, you're totally going to be banned. Time, able to get away. Tiddly he, getting chased. Any meta that made Brightwing a top tier pick is the best meta there ever was. Here we go. Rotations just being pretty standard here at the moment. Sonya trading out with the Haka here. Michaelin likes to go... He did. He went Hero Stalker. There it is. I really like this pick because you have potentially 3 melee. It's going to give Dahaka a lot of self-sustain. Now, Tassadar going with Psy Infusion. Actually, great progress on the quest so far. Hanzo with the Redemption still doing well. A lot of stacking talents on the left side. On the right side, though, just going pretty standard. You do have the Iron Fist, as we talked about. We didn't really get into it. Astral Presence, excuse me. So going with the extra mana regen. Potentially expecting long fights into this double support, so I really like that pick. Both teams making good picks here. Blanket not actually getting healed by that, but there's the flip stun onto time jumping away. There's a good root there, preventing, but Tiddly he now separated, getting focused, dropping a turret. Now here comes the poke damage here. Separation onto Tiddly he. Tiddly he is in a world of trouble, and down goes Joanna. Michaelin charges into the fight, but a little bit late. Now Portal moves up to get Hanzo, and Team Maroon is on the warpath. And they have set themselves up to get a very fast Punisher. Gonna get this Punisher dropping before the 4-minute mark. And there it is. The very early Punisher. Standard policy here, just get both walls. Get the XP off that, snowball to 10. And with the way they're working picks, that is probably going to be their strategy. Just being able to get the walls down is going to allow Invade into the fort to secure those kills. Meanwhile, Sonya Dahaka still just garbage manning a bit, but... Now, Dahaka went with enhanced agility, and this, to me, is just not the map for it. Again, there's just no bushes. I mean, there's no bushes near the top shrine at all. Mid-shrine, the bushes are kind of in really odd place. Coca-Cola doesn't get through the portal. Good kill there by Joanna, but now time getting focused by Li Ming, needing to back up. Redemption is stacked. Ooh, time taking an orb to the face. To the face. But yeah, I mean, like, here are the only bushes in middle. Are these 4. Really awkward to move on to the point. Bottom, same problem. This is why I don't really like to hawk on this map. The enhanced agility just seems like a weird pick to me. Because of it. But we'll see. Now trying to steal support camp. In comes Blanket, though, and there's the block totem to try to reduce Hanzo's damage. And I think, actually, now that I realize block totem is a thing, because I forgot, I now, like, holy shit, I love that Kerosene pick. That's the best pick ever. Just on the basis of all of their damage, really, comes from Hanzo's auto attacks. And it's like, oh, by the way, I have block totem. Sucks to be you. I almost think Hanzo should have gone, like, Q build here, just for that reason. But good shutdown of that damage. There's level 10s, Warlord's Challenge, Wrath of the Berserker, Wave of Force, Polybomb. So we're seeing. I think this goes back to was that BlizzCon, where Tempo Storm broke this out, the Warlord's Challenge into the Polybomb. I think it was BlizzCon last year. I'm excited. And then there's 7-sided strike, so really focusing in on the blow up. Meanwhile, level 10 still quite a bit away. Portal coming in, it does get rooted. They're going to back out. Coca-Cola barely getting through the portal in time. Would have been a disaster. Coca-Cola did get reset earlier, so it's 7 stacks to the Master's Touch. I used to always like Texas A&M. Then I went to the Roman Coliseum and I saw that some Texas A&M fans abused it, or vandalized it. They scratched into the brickwork a giant Texas A&M logo, and it's just like, you know, fuck you. No. Anyway. Fun fact: did you know the Coliseum was only used like in its entirety? I think it was used something like 70 days, or maybe even less than that. It was only used for like 10 events. Very, very rarely used. Circus Maximus, on the other hand, that was used quite frequently.
Terminal online. Secure it to activate.
But this is... level 10s are here, and you've seen a good catch-up on the side of Bursting Burros. Now, they've generally done better in the late game. We do have the Dragon's Arrow, the Blessed Shield, the Archon instead of the Force Wall, Twilight Dream, and ISO. Dahaka's still split-soaking. The problem is, again, where can Dahaka burrow? This is the nearest bush, right here. So it's just really far away. 50% here. Here comes the portal, trying to move in aggressive. There's a Twilight Dream, hits 3, but Blessed Shield is a swing and a miss. ISO, though, on to Sonya. Michaelin, gonna grab Sonya, pull it back. There's a flip. 7-sided was used almost as more of an escape. There's a taunt onto Dahaka, and he can't burrow it out, and now Tiddlywink gonna be the next default. Tiddlywink. Tiddly-he. Excuse me. Tiddlywink. I am so sorry. But that is 2 more kills. 7 kills to 1. Team Maroon just showing up big. Showing up big, and now already have this top fort down pretty low. Tiddly-he now just coming back, as is Dahaka, but they're going to give this up. They're going to give up top fort in the process. Here it comes, and Team Maroon just looking really good right now. Shutting down the fort. Here they go in. Now, only Space Bacon with them. I take that back. Medivh Raven is here. And here comes Medivh Raven now. Allowing Sonya to come in. Polybomb used. Doesn't manage to spread it. But now focusing down this keep wall. All 5 members of Maroon committing to this. Now starting to back up. Rotate away. Looks like they're going to take mid-fort. I like this. Holding the silence until the team was able to move in. Getting the minion waves up. It's going to be mid-fort going down. Now, about a level and a half lead. A little bit less. Pushing in still. Trying to get onto Tiddly-he. Tiddly-he now getting condemned, but there's the stun. Has to blow the Iron Skin, as well as getting a Task Shield to stay alive. But Team Maroon playing aggressive there. Level 13s now from both teams. That's going to help out a lot. They have the Ice Block. Now, this is something Tiddly-he has picked now, the Blessed Hammer. I'm interested by that choice. I mean, doesn't seem like the best damage, but it has a decent uptime, I guess? I don't know. Pretty standard talents across the board. We do now have the Nullification, which will be great into that Sonya potentially, or the Li Ming. Either one would be a great target for it. Yes, sorry about that. I feel so bad about saying tiddlywink. My god. I feel like that was not intentional, like I wasn't trolling. I just, for some reason, said tiddlywink, and I don't know why. But here we go. I like this. Team Maroon playing safe for a bit. Trying to get 16s. Now, the only kind of knock on Team Maroon is just Master's Touch is nowhere near completed. But otherwise, I mean, they're playing the map very well at the moment. Here we go now. Push coming in. We are getting Blasting Burros, getting some structural value. Interesting. It hit structures. I didn't realize it did that. But now we have, there it is, Way of 100 Fists. So this is where Karazim's going to start shrekking some fools. Here comes the portal. Very aggressive. Into the Force of Will. Less shield, though, and now Polybomb comes out. Everyone needs to back out through the portal. What was blown there? Dragon's Arrow. Less shield. Twilight Dream was also taken. Would you trade out Wrath of Berserker and Polybomb? Polybomb's shorter cooldown than all of those. It's a positive trade. Good trade for Moon. Here comes the Blessed Hammer. Now, this is going to be the bottom point. C point is up. Nerf LeBron. Sorry, this is not a basketball channel, sir. Baskets are unnatural. There's a flip onto Tiddly He. Tiddly He now getting separated out. There is the seven-sided. Gets split damage between Dahaka and Joanna. Dahaka now burrowing. Still affected by the conveyor belts despite being underground. But Tiddly He does get chased down. Now Joe having to ice block, but... ice block on the conveyor belt. Just feels bad. Time at least finds Medivh in the back and resets Master's Touch once again. Dropping the Nova Spray. Kissing goodbye. Dragon's Arrow just trying to get away, but Space Bacon gonna take down Hanzo. Now Pyromantic trying to run away. Dismounting Sonya. Whiff on the Ancient Spear. Edgardo coming in with the Calamity. Ooh, Tassadar still alive! Down he goes. As does Dahaka. Nope, Dahaka's gonna survive. But 4 for 1. Garrosh still on the point, getting that channel progress. And Team Maroon starting to really get control of this game. They have won all... well, I was about to say all 3 objectives. Haven't won it yet, but almost certainly going to. Tassadar not going to be up for another 10. 85% here. This is just going to be a give, once again. It's going to be a 3rd straight protector. And here it comes. Li Ming once again in the gunner. Garrosh once again in the driver. Medivh giving vision of where they are. Silence onto the tower while minions are walked up, allowing Sonya to dive early. Fort goes down almost instantly. Almost no time and barely any health use. 5%. Now moving on to the tower. Sonya stepping up, dropping the turret. Portal into the back. Sonya, though, in a little bit of trouble. Now having to walk out here. There's the Bless Shield. Sonya might actually go down. Shield comes in just in time. Now focusing onto Hanzo. There's the dive. There's the heal. Twilight Dream, though. Gonna force Karazim back out, but Hanzo does indeed go down. Now there's Condemn onto Hanzo, but... or Hanzo. Onto Karazim, excuse me. He does manage to get away. Trina gonna be dropped, trying to ward off, but Sonya is just chasing so hard. Samael playing very, very aggressively, and it's working very well. Keep does go down. I don't think they can get Court here. But Punisher Protector still has 30, so they're gonna try. Sonya's blown Wrath. They can actually take this. Gotta keep Space Bacon alive. Space Bacon goes down. They are gonna focus it. You have to have a Wrath Sonya. She can do it. 50%. They need to get Sonya down here. It needs to be the top priority. Polybomb, though, gonna buy Sonya a little bit of time, but Sonya does go down. Meanwhile, Garner trying to focus the core. There comes the link around. Medivh playing Portal, bring around Rosie. But the core now getting shielded by Tassadar, and they're not gonna get it. Team Maroon goes for the core, but doesn't get it. Tassadar shields, saving the day, getting the kill onto Sonya, helping out as well. But the question is now, what do you do with it? Because Fort Wall's still up. Fort Wall's still up. Fort Wall down in bottom. That's it. That's all that's there. Thank you for the bits, Weenus. Thank you very much. Yeah, this is, I mean, it's like, okay, well, what do you do with this? Oh, I know, let's take our siege camp. Like, not an aggressive play, but it's a situation where you still don't have 20, so you still have to soak. They are going to grab support camp here. But they can't safely invade the siege camp on the other side because the forts are still up on both sides. They have no safe retreat angle except for this narrow gap. And that's into a Garrosh polybomb. It just does not feel good, man. 20% on core. Sonya could backdoor it. Medivh could portal Sonya in for a backdoor. They're going to defend up here. Medivh did get once again reset. Feels bad, man. But still, very, very good lead here by Team Maroon. They're playing well. And here comes the portal into the back. Root once again dropped. Joe's been playing that well. There's the Twilight Dream. Protect that. Ooh, Dragon's Arrow going to be able to follow up, but now the time's over. Here comes the Polybomb forcing everyone away. Seven-sided strike trying to get in on Joanna. Samael all over the backline. Can they turn around onto Samael? He's diving a little bit too deep for him, but Michaelin is now separated from the rest of the team. Michaelin could get thrown here by Blake, but Sonya does go down, and this is the chance potentially for Blasting Burros. Is this the late game team fight once again? They do have to be aware. There's 3 catapults stacked up in bottom, and they only have 20% on the core. Are they going to be able to push in? Are they going to be able to get someone back in time? Is Michaelin going to back out here? This catapult wave is almost on the core. Michaelin now backing. Michaelin going to be able to clear it up, and they do get the fort. They're potentially opening up a win condition here on the top lane, and this is important for Blasting Burros. They are somehow once again keeping themselves into this game. They played very well late game earlier in their set against Dank Team. But Team Maroon is another monster altogether. And, oh man, they get the camp, but Garrosh is going to step up onto it. They still manage to get a 7-sided strike. Going to split the damage, though, with Joe. But now with the portal on the backline, there's a polybomb. Now, Tiddly Heat going to be able to get away. Blessed Shield used, trying to get the disengage. But Space Bacon very low. Space Bacon going to be able to get around to Coca-Cola. But here comes Michael, and onto the backside. They have the root on the blanket, and they do get the kill on the granite. And Gardo trying to step in and get the kill on T, but he may have just sacrificed him. And Gardo goes down, and Blasting Burros is doing it. They're actually doing it. They get the kill onto Medivh with the Dragon's Arrow. Oh my goodness, and Blasting Burros is coming back in this game, and they are coming back hard. Oh my goodness, what a fantastic fight. Dahaka joining it late through this bush. And everything negative I said about the Hawk on this map, this bush is the key. They wanted to take a fight there. They knew the bush would enable the engage onto the back line. Joe played absolutely fantastic into that fight. Joanna, the same. Perfect Bless Shield, enabling the turnaround. I loved what Joe did in that fight. He split the 7-strike damage. He used the ice block to buy himself time to get away. He had the clutch heals onto Joanna, and then he had that big Twilight Dream and Root. It was fantastic. Joe... Or not Twilight Dream, sorry. Not, I don't know why I said Twilight. He had the big root there onto the Garrosh, which enabled the kill. Joe playing extraordinarily fantastic. And now this could be a protector. Dahaka pushing out the bottom lane. But here's the thing. If you get this protector and all in on top lane, you could actually lose your core off that. They have to watch for the back door. If red disappears from the map, they're probably moving through this gap here into the core. So what's Maroon gonna do? They're defending now for the moment. Dahaka's still pushing out bottom. This is mid-fort going down, and I actually think this is a while you may be thinking, like, why aren't they just going keep and trying to end? This is kind of a necessary evil, because if they go top, it'll just be a back door, but they're starting to go top now. Michaelin has also used Burrow. No one going to backdoor? Yeah, no one's going to backdoor for Team Maroon. The Punisher's up. They're going to try to defend it. Punisher is down to about 2/3 health. Here comes the charge in. Laser hitting on the Semi-L. Quite a bit of damage. Now, it is Malfurion driving this, so there are no heals coming out. They're relying on Tassadar. That is to keep going down, though. Here comes Seven-Sided, but it's getting split between Tiddlyhee and Michaelin very, very well. No one is backdoored the core for red, so now... Oh, no, the Bless Shield on a blanket, and Blasting Burros may be able to get onto this core now. Oh, they get Semi-O, too. That's going to be game. They get Kerosene. Oh, wow. This comeback was insane! Oh my goodness, and Blasting Burros now just right-clicking the core, and they've done it. What an amazing comeback here. Blasting Burros taking what... Oh, I had them with 2 wins this whole time. Was that perhaps foreshadowing? Blasting Burros getting 1 win here. Oh my goodness. Wow. I mean, wow. That was the best comeback I've ever casted. Sorry team, this is going to take me a bit to recover before I set up the next lobby. That was, holy shit. That was the best comeback I've ever casted. I mean, that was 20% on core. Tassadar shields, saving the core, have enabled the game to be won. Oh my goodness. I've never seen that. Anything like that. Wow. What a map number 1. Well, we're going to be right back for map number 2. And I can't wait for it. After that, if you're not pumped, I don't know what the hell's wrong with you. We'll be right back here on the Nexus Gaming Series. Welcome back, everyone, to the Nexus Gaming Series. Boy, howdy, did we just have an amazing comeback. I thought this series might have turned into Team Maroon blasting the Burros away, but man, they came back, and oh my goodness. Blasting Burros, completing one of the best comebacks I've ever seen on Volskaya. They only needed one Punisher, or sorry, they only needed one Dragonite. In game number 1 earlier tonight, they only needed one Protector tonight. Maiev Medivh banned, so Blasting Burros not going to have to ban out Maiev. Team Maroon going to do it for them. Medivh getting banned out, possibly respect for all that damage coming out. Medivh also much better on this map specifically, so it's a makes sense from a map ban perspective. But yeah, that was a crazy game. Totes Magoats, that was crazy. Phoenix gonna be picked up first. This is one of the maps he's better on. You know, that AoE damage actually makes him quite a good shrine clearer. It's not gonna be countered with though. You need a way to blow up the. You know, this is a situation where you could not right now, but you could look at something like a Kael'thas later into the Phoenix as a way of like forcing him to blow a warp just to get away from you know, like the pressure of Living Bomb and all that on this map. Not likely, but you could see it. This is a map where he's viable. I would expect Garrosh Malfurion. There's the Malfurion. Joe has just been playing it like fun. Early ETC pick. Is this something unique to dealing with Phoenix? Going with something like the Block Party? Is this a solo lane ETC? That's also possible. Going to potentially Echo Pedal Stage Dive ETC. Stukov gonna get picked up, so grabbing a very, very strong support. Not going to be forced onto that second tier support like they were in the last game with the Kharazim. Going with something much more traditional, and I think pretty strong into ETC. You can definitely silence him. You have the Flailing Swipe for Mosh, you have the Silence. You have a lot of tools to disengage ETC. If he goes Mosh, it's going to force a stage dive, but as I said, that might have been the plan here from Blasting Burros. But then there's the Sonya, so the Shrine Clear of Team Maroon is extreme here. Garrosh gonna get banned out. Could force a Diablo ban. Just to not give Diablo ETC over to the side of Blasting Burros. Could also ban out Hanzo. Possibly Junkrat or Greymane would also make sense. They do need a solo laner. Do they potentially ban out the Blaze or Malthael? I'd expect either a solo laner or a warrior ban, but I could totally see a Hanzo ban as well. Hanzo ban. Alright, so the two top range assassins, Hanzo Phoenix, are out. You do have that next kind of not S plus tier, but still S tier of Greymane Junkrat. And you could potentially take both here. They're going with the Dahakas. This will be the third Dahaka game from Michaelin tonight. But there is the Junkrat. Junkrat's actually pretty good into Stukov from the standpoint of if Stukov does get a good silence and Junkrat isn't in it, he can concussion mine Stukov out of it. Can also concussion mine Stukov into the team. There's Dahaka, though. That's been a high priority for Blasting Burros tonight. Definitely been a comfort for Michaelin, and he's played it well. That engage, especially late game into the back line, on like the one bush that actually exists on that side of the map, worked out very well. Here we go.
I will not be denied.
Joanna Goldan. So, Joanna can be disruptive. They didn't go with the Diablo, so trying to play a bit more protective and pokey with this Phoenix Goldan. So now you potentially need to either get some type of hard engage here with something like a Greymane, or, you know, a Kerrigan, perhaps? We are going old school, boys and girls. Here we are. Kerrigan. Coming out. Alrighty then. That is... I like that pick a lot. That is a Kerrigan on Infernal Shrines into Phoenix Gul'dan. Into Stukov as well. My goodness. Here we go. Wow. This is... Oh man, like I'm just giddy looking at this draft, thinking of all the the play and counterplay. Like Kerrigan dives in, so she's gonna try to immediately get onto Stukov. ETC gonna try to go with her. Diablo potentially in the backline. Like they're gonna really try to kill someone quick. But man, this is crazy. This is such a crazy interactive draft. I can't wait to see how these team fights play out. I don't know how to look at it right now. Wow. Alright. I am, like, so happy for this game. And it hasn't even started yet. Meanwhile, it's gonna be... Okay, I made myself referee. Good. ETC gonna be played by Tiddly. Time gonna be on that critical Kerrigan. Pyromantic gonna be on Junkrat. Michael and once again on Daga. And Joe, who else? Malfurion. Over on the right, it's going to be Edgardo moving over to the Goldan. Blanket going to be on Joanna. Samael going to be on the Sonya once again. Coca-Cola going to be on the Phoenix. And Space Bacon on the Stooby-Dooby-Doo. I'm really excited for this game. Like, more so than I probably should be. But here we go. This, oh, there's a combo. Power slide, Edgardo trying to get separated out, but ETC actually getting blown up here. Phoenix gonna come in, try to get onto ETC. ETC gonna be able to back up. Pyromantic gets the kill onto Goldan with the snipe. Is he gonna pay for it? There's the combo on the Phoenix, and they get that kill as well. Blasting Burros, getting two heroes out alive by the skin of their teeth and picking two off with the Junkrat, with the Kerrigan. Great start there for Blasting Burros. Man, that's great. Oh, wow. That was already, like, this is exactly what I was hoping for. Just, like, so many narrow escapes. Combo on the Joanna. She iron skins it out. Here we go. ETC going with the Prog Rock, trying to supplement the healing. So this is definitely going to be a dive ball. Kerrigan moving it on to Phoenix. They get the stun before he can get away, and they follow it up with her, and Phoenix is going to go down. Oh, my goodness. And already the aggressive play here. Working out extremely well for Blasting Burros. Well, that's how you get onto a Phoenix. You stun him before he can teleport away. That Kerrigan choice already paying dividends. 3 kills here now. This game is going to be fun, boys and girls, because here's the thing. Once Blasting Burros gets their defensive talents online, this is going to be much harder for Kerrigan to engage. Once there's the Flailing Swipe, once there's the Blessed Shield, once there's the Horrify, it's going to be much harder for Kerrigan to just get those kills. So I do think that this is not a reason to panic right now on the side of Team Maroon. We're going to see a fight over this bot shrine. Goldan, though, going to come in. Joanna already on the point. This is going to be one here pretty easily. Goldan going with the E build, by the way. Ooh, Kerrigan getting focused. Doesn't actually get the combo. The Junkrat tire actually knocking people out of Kerrigan's combo there. Junkrat, though, coming in, trying to get onto Space Bacon. But the shrine was claimed there by Team Maroon. Concussion Mine was used right as Kerrigan's combo was about to land. Feels bad, man. Kerrigan going with the Fury of the Swarm, so going with that cleave ability. Should be good on the shrines. Should be very good on the shrines. It's going to be the top shrine first. Siege camp being picked up by both teams. Likely to rotate into bruisers, I would think. Not necessarily. No, looks like not going to move into bruisers. Instead, trying to focus on Michael and seeing if they get a pick. They don't get it. But here's the thing. For all their kill potential, what Blasting Burros does not have is Shrine Clear out the ass. On the other side, Team Maroon has Shrine Clear out the ass. They have so much Shrine Clear, it is coming out of all of their asses. All 5 of them are great at clearing the shrine. Trying to get onto Tiddly Heat. There's Gul'dan. Tiddly Heat getting chunked a bit, but already moving on to the point. You have Kerrigan. That's not Shrine Clear out the ass, but it is a ton of Shrine Clear. Meanwhile, Dahaka now moving into this. There's a 3-man combo, I believe. Big silence, though, and it's going to allow the kill onto Dahaka. Coca-Cola trying to get focused. Going to be able to blink away as Edgardo also away. Now Pyromantic getting slowed here. Can Pyromantic get out? Kerrigan jumping back in, trying to peel out. Pyromantic does manage to get away, waiting for those grenades to reload. It's going to be a tough re-engage, but they're going to try to do it 5v4 without the Kerrigan. Trapped there from Junkrat. Trying to get the separation, or no, sorry, not the Kerrigan, excuse me, the Dahaka. They're, I guess, expecting Dahaka to be able to Z back into this, but 28-19 looks like they're going to need to back off now. Ooh, there is the Punisher, and Kerrigan might get John Cena'd. Kerrigan is, nope, Kerrigan did not get John Cena'd. But there is the Punisher. Time to bait it over the wall. Here comes ETC. Oh no, they haven't attacked it yet. Junkrat finally hits it. But now John Cena, he wants some Aussie, oi, oi, oi. Jumping after the Junkrat there. The Arcane Punisher, wall's completely gone. And I like that. You actually take the whole wall out. You don't try to chase through a choke point against the Kerrigan. Punisher's still up on the backside. They don't really have a ton of clear for the Punisher if it goes against them. So this board basically dead. I think it might drop here. It does indeed drop, but they get the Kerrigan combo. Followed up by the root, but there's the Iron Skin and the Silence to disengage. Level 8 for both teams, though. It's just such a good... It's already such a good game. This is fun to... I'm just like, I feel honored to be casting this. This is such a good matchup. You have, like, such good disengage on the side of Team Maroon, and then you just have the we have to kill a motherfucker. Speaking of killing a motherfucker, Samael getting stunned. There's the tongue. Are they going to do it? ETC there with the body blocks. Samael is dead. That one got away from me. Didn't work out, but whatever. My goodness. Blanket sees several blue jerseys there, and wisely decides to back off. There's gonna be a siege camp taken, and this is kind of the interesting play where, you know, you have to get pickoffs again on the side of Blasting Burros, but they've actually done it, and that's enabled them to get a pretty good XP lead. They're on their way to 10. They did lose a fort, but they're gonna get 10 first despite that. Wall going down here. Good defensive route, just to make sure there's no engage. Pretty standard builds, pretty standard talents. Once again, going with that Hero Stalker. Might be a bit harder to get value this time. He's actually going with the Hammer-On. So, he went Mosh. It's going to be hard to land it. Going to be very hard to land Mosh. The only person on the enemy team without an interrupt is Phoenix. And Malfurion does not have any kind of cleanse that can enable it. I mean, yes, he can remove things, but he can't cleanse. Kerrigan hiding in the bush there, stepping back in. They want to go for a pick-off, decided against it. Now potentially looking for the flank, but all 5 members are here, whereas Dahaka is not. Maybe just trying to bait them into a fight. But level 10's now on the other side. It's the Bless Shield. We have a meme beam, folks. Oh, Malfurion's low. Here comes the meme beam, but it gets interrupted by the Junkrat tire. And that is Wrath of the Berserker being used as well. Could they turn this fight around now? ETC does potentially see a power slide. There it is. Going with the Moss. Flailing Swipe has to come out of me and Coca-Cola. Gonna have to blink away. Grenade gets the kill. Oh my goodness. And that's the second time that Junkrat has managed to find that kill there with those grenades. And that was a fantastic played fight by the side of Blasting Burros. Oh, they get the combo again. Time going in. There's the power slide. They're going to be in the same right now. Are they get the kill again? And Blasting Burros playing with such energy. Time's like, hey guys, we're going for a pick. Rest of the team wasn't quite ready immediately, but they were eventually ready. Oh my goodness. That was smart though. They baited out the ults. They got the meme beam out. They had the rip tire, which absolutely saved Malfurion there. And then ETC, very patient with the Mosh. Gets a good Mosh. Yes, it gets interrupted quickly by the Flailing Swipe, but it was enough to get damage onto Coca-Cola, and then Coca-Cola not able to outrange those Junkrat grenades. I found that there's something wrong with my brain because I can't ever say a hero's name right. I always say the wrong hero's name lately. Ooh, Gul'dan getting separated way into the back of the enemy team. Horrify onto the Kerrigan, but there's the root onto Edgardo. Kerrigan jumping back in. Gonna secure the kill. Here comes the Rip Tire. Trying to make sure Kerrigan can get away. Samael getting separated by Phoenix jumping in aggressively. Phoenix does not have the warp, but Blanket now all over. Oh, Blanket gonna get pushed away. Here comes Phoenix. Tongue pulling in Samael, but there's a big silence trying to force the disengage. Knockback into the root. Samael now chasing. Meme Beam, though, gonna secure the kill onto Zhou. Not Meme Beam, excuse me. Meme Beam does force the disengage, but Zhou actually getting killed by the Merc camp there. That got aggroed. Time trying to be sneaky. Ooh, but there is an Ancient Spear. Time now having to walk away. Now the question is, does ETC get away? 27-11. If they can get Kerrigan onto the Shrine, they could contest. But it is, once again, 5v4. Blasting Burros, though, I like that they're stepping up in these situations and trying to enable Junkrat to steal these objectives. He's already stolen quite a few minions, but Sonya all over the backside. Now Pyromantic in a bit of trouble, but here comes Kerrigan onto Samael. Ooh, that's a missed Kerrigan combo, though. Now ET separating in. Samael trying to get away, gonna be able to do so. Michael is burdened, has the isolation, though, onto the Sonya, and there's the tongue. Kerrigan going in with the combo, and the Maelstrom now onto Samael. They managed to steal the Shrine, and it is a frozen Punisher going to the side of Blasting Burros, getting 2 kills there. Baited onto Sonya. Great. Ooh, combo once again. There's the silent trying to secure the disengage, but it is not enough. Down goes Gul'dan, and that is 3 kills. Blasting Burros, they need to pick offs, and they are absolutely getting them. This is just a fantastic game to watch. I think what happened there was Samael trying to chase the kill onto the Junkrat, then it just forced an engage. So where you want to be able to sit back and poke and kind of use your ultimates together to defensively to get control of the objective, Maroon wasn't able to do that. This Punisher, though, going to go down. Sidewall is out. They're going to disengage. Do they get the tower? Need to be careful. 5 people here. Bless Shield is up. Kerrigan, though, going to secure it. There's the separation onto Joanna. There's the root. Iron Skin blown. Kerrigan going in. Misses the combo. Here comes the Rip Tire. They're trying to wombo the Phoenix, and it's worked a few times. Didn't work there. Phoenix able to get out in time. This is a crazy game. Meanwhile, though, Michaelin just soloing a fort. Kerrigan going to move into the siege. Siege Shine's going to be taken. Fort defended for now. But level 10s here for both teams. ETC doesn't have Mosh. Riptire also down. So I'm going to try to force a fight. Meanwhile, Meme Beam is up. Siege Camp going to get picked up here. Going to clear up mid, move into Bruiser on the side of Team Maroon, who now find themselves down 3 levels. They're going to have to win a Shrine here. But they may have to soak 16 and give up the next one. Luckily, the next Shrine is top. And it is going to be pushing into, I was about to say, a fort wall. But, well, it's not doing that anymore. Blue gonna push up here on bottom as well, trying to force a fight with this 16 talent. And they do have the 3-level advantage. These pickoffs really working out. They're not gonna push up though with the Khazra. Instead, rotating up, looking potentially for the invade or possibly the kill onto Sonya. Dahaka actually burrowing into the back. Sonya could get picked here. The wall is down. And they do have the treant to eat tower shots if they want to. Sonya now backing up. What are they going to do with it? Moving in onto the fort, looking to take the kill. Michaelin doing his best garbage manufacturing. Ooh, Joe got slowed there. Gonna have to ice block. Here's the meme beam. Joe is fucked. Yeah, he's donezo. Oh my goodness. Well, that is exactly what you need, because without the Malfurion, it's going to be difficult to engage here, and you can actually potentially try to invade this top bruiser camp. Keep in mind, this summoner, well, I was about to say still on bottom. JK. It died. Rip the dream. But here comes the invade, trying to equalize. And this is actually, this shrine is kind of a godsend for the side of Team Maroon, as this was definitely the best lane for them to have a Punisher in, even though they don't have level 16s. It's the weakest lane for blue, the strongest lane for red. Sonya going to try to soak, but there's no way 16 is going to come in before the next team fight. So the question is, do you try to force a fight into 16s? Or do you play safe? And right now, they have everyone bottom, but they're going to have to give this up once Malfurion's here. Because Dahaka can burrow up. Dahaka pushing in. Going to get this bottom keep tower. That's going to be level 18 here. And red has to back up. Still no 16, not even close yet. Dahaka still pushing in up into the bottom as well. Here comes the invade. Dahaka could Z up. Junkrat with great defensive positioning on his tools. Gul'dan gonna eat the root to try to step up. Here comes Kerrigan moving into the back line. There's the Maelstrom, gets the quick kill on the Phoenix. Gul'dan soon to follow. Samael on the back line. There's the Flailing Strike trying to secure the getaway. Riptire gonna probably seal the fate of Samael. Oop, knocking in the wrong direction, but it's still enough. And that is 3 kills, and Blasting Burros may have just won this game potentially. Not yet. They haven't won it yet. I shouldn't say that. But they are in a commanding position now, up more than 3 levels. Because even in that position, the reason I say this is the next shrine, which is the best case scenario, is next shrine for Team Maroon is going to be against level 20s. And I love this. Blasting Burrows producing more pressure on the map. Potentially going to look at keep, maybe. They're sending Dahaka bot. They are going to move top. Dahaka presumably has Z up. Let's check. Z is up. Here we go. Top fort going to go down. Not too much drama. Dahaka now burrowing up to the top. Phoenix and Sonya still mid. Level 16s are here. You have half a level window to engage. Good luck. Iron Skin, nade over the wall. Pulling the Punisher back to try to clear it. They are going to need one heck of a wombo and a combo. Punisher, 2-man stun on the back. There goes Kerrigan. Doesn't blow the combo. This is keep going down. But the Punisher was killed. Clean defense there by the side of Team Maroon. Now the question is, can they get something on the chase? Level 20 just picked up. It's going to get tricky. They managed to turn around, get the keep with the level 20s. Now need to be careful. Oh, and Gul'dan is in so much trouble, but there's the meme beam with the silence. Kerrigan going to go down, but so does Gul'dan, and now Flailing Swipe trying to secure the getaway for Samael, and it may have actually done so. Stukov saving the day with that. Joe barely going to be able to get away. But there it is. That's 1 kill, and it is onto Kerrigan, so it gives them a little bit safer play on the map for the next minute. But they have no chance of getting 20. No chance. This wave going to be very tasty here. A lot of soak. Going to get cleaned up. And that's going to be 2 siege camps as well. Bruiser camp being taken top just to try to push these catapults out. And out they shall push. Bruiser camp getting claimed. Siege camp getting claimed. You know, it's tricky in this position because you really want to soak 20, but now you're going to be stuck clearing camps. Remember, camps don't give XP to the away team. That got changed sometime last year, early last year, I think. Early 2017. It's been a while, but now you have to rotate bottom to clear up 3 minions worth of XP. Meanwhile, your bruiser camp is going to easily get cleared up top. You're going to have to deal with siege camp, and then you're going to have to deal with bruiser camp top. So this is good play because by grabbing these camps and by letting some of these minions get cleared up, you're slowing down how quick Team Maroon can get to 20, be able to potentially look for a contested fight. Looking at the 20s, by the way, ETC going with a Storm Shield. Typically, he doing that on Joanna last game. Kind of a support build. You got the Prog Rock, you got the Storm Shield. I like it, though. It's just enabling Kerrigan to dive hard. Contagion going to be picked up. That is potential to be a huge play make. Astral Communion, bigger grenades, not a surprise. Lunar Shower, also not a surprise. But now with the level 20 advantage, they want to push up, and they do have Mosh Pit. All 5 ultimates up for both teams. Samael dropping the sprays. But here come the minions now. Goldran trying to clear him up safe. Kerrigan just looking for the opportunity to dive. ETC a little bit far back. Want to be up beside Kerrigan so he can power slide in with the Storm Shield. But keeping the team here while a Bruiser pushes in top. And poking down this keep a little bit. Getting some damage down, but we are approaching a Shrine phase. Kerrigan moving in. Ooh, there's the stun onto Phoenix before he can get out. There's the power slide. Phoenix does go down, and now things are just likely just clean up here. There's the combo onto Gul'dan. Gul'dan, Edgardo going down. They can just move core. They do have 2 katas there. Are they going to do it? Joanna going to try to defend. They don't have the best siege damage, but it's pretty good. Combo there into the power slide onto Sonya. Mosh Pit going to be used. Gets interrupted, though. But that is going to be game. And, oh my goodness. Blasting Burros. They lost, like, 95% of the first game, and they dominated the remaining 1.05. And getting a big win. Can't wait to interview them. That is a 4-0 night for Blasting Burros. That is going to rocket them up the standings. Claiming 6 points tonight, moving them up to 19. Cannot wait to talk to them. We'll be right back here after this break. Stay tuned.
Thanks, George.
All right. Well, sorry. Welcome back, everyone, to the Nexus Gaming Series. Need to go ahead and make that a 2-0. Blasting Burros. You guys, guys were late bloomers in game number 1, but played well in game number 2. I casted both your matches tonight. You guys got a 4-0, 6 points. How are you feeling after that?
Pretty good. My adrenaline was pumping after that third game, the 20% core.
Yeah. That was that was nuts. Too close to it wasn't too close to get the win though, and I think that's what matters most. So in Series 1, you guys were playing Dank Team, a team that I didn't do a post game after that, so let's do a brief post game. I don't know if I introduced you, by the way, Time and Pyromantic. First set, you guys were going against Dank Team, currently just due to a number of reasons, kind of towards the bottom of the Division A West standings, but they played well, and they actually did really well on the Dragonshire game. We're up kind of late. How did you come back in that Dragonshire game, if you can even remember that far back?
That's so long, yeah.
Well, let's see. Time was on Maev, I was on Jaina. that was we had never practiced Maiev. Just I think as a whole, maybe one game, but overall it was a little rougher. So I think a lot of our I thought they played really quite well, but another part of it was that we weren't entirely sure how to play that comp. So
Right.
Yeah, we hadn't really encountered that much resistance before. They brought a really strong game to us with the Maiev comp, and
Mhm.
it was something that we had to sort of adapt on the fly to deal with.
Yeah, it was a crazy game because they kept getting Dragonites, but you only got one Dragonite to their 3 or 4. I think it was 3. But it was enough. You were able to end the game off it, and then pretty clean game number 2. Couple of moments where Dank Team could have made a comeback, but you guys won the fights. But now let's move on to the second series, the more recent one. So Volskaya. You guys were struggling on that map for much of the game. You didn't get a fort until post 20. So, what was going wrong? What were you struggling with? And then how did you manage to come back after it?
So, we really weren't prepared for that Sonya player, I think. Sunel played a fantastic Sonya and really just brought the fight to us, the entire game. And once I think we changed our focus to be CCing Sonya and trying to focus her out of the fight, we were able to do a little bit better in fights. And then once we started winning fights, we could start to come back and get the protectors and stuff.
Yeah, it was a crazy game. I mean, taking you guys had the core down to 20%. I mean, having Tassadar in that situation may actually be the reason your core was still standing. It's very probable that his total shielding
I think I got 3 shields, maybe 2.
That's 20% HP. That has to be.
That was
it
too
was
close to comfort.
It was close, but okay. So what were you like? Were you worried about the backdoor? Because I know you got the next protector and you didn't immediately top to rush. Did you get the mid fort just to try to make sure they didn't sneak around to the backdoor? What was the reason for that?
Backdooring wasn't something I guess we always had good vision down there.
Right.
And with Dahaka, one thing I was really thankful for was our Dahaka. He's able to sit down there and clear it. And normally that's a bad thing, but since he's global, it made it of all the heroes to have and be down a keep with for most of the game, that made it reasonable. But Time, what was your what were you thinking shot call wise for that backdoor thing?
The reason that I took out the mid fort was mostly so that we could have an easier time getting out, because we weren't expecting to end off of that did we end off that protector?
You did.
I think so, yeah.
You got a couple of kills,
Yeah, we weren't expecting to end off of it, so the reason we took out the mid fort first was so that we might have an easier time getting out, because the Medivh portals chasing us could have made it difficult, if we had to retreat towards a fort. Just in general, opening up the map a little bit more.
It was... I mean, you managed to get a couple of kills, which you're able to keep. You got a couple of kills towards the core, and that kind of ended it there. Game number 2, that, I gotta say, that draft was great. I getting the Kerrigan late into the Stukov Gul'dan Phoenix, is that something you specifically scouted Kerrigan into Phoenix, or was that they have a squishy back line, it didn't really matter that it was Phoenix? Because it worked out. You were able to interrupt the Phoenix teleport a lot with it.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, we've run Kerrigan on that map before, and it's there's a few things that we look at, and it's if the back line is immobile, and if the tank doesn't pose much threat to Kerrigan, and Johanna doesn't pose much threat to Kerrigan, and the back line, all 3 of them were relatively immobile, so we went for it. Yeah,
the 2 of you were just murderers on that map. I mean, 12 and 1 combined. Sorry Time, you had the death, but no, it was absolutely amazing. So I guess from here now, you guys rocket up the standings, 19 points now. What are your goals
have fun. That's what I'm here to do.
Nice.
Play my best and have fun. I guess standing wise, yeah, that's not. You didn't ask me. Didn't ask me about whether I was having fun or not. Standing, I personally haven't looked at it once. My captain tells me when to get on and play. When we have scrims, I get on, I play, and I have fun. I just want to learn, personally, and I think
It's a
our team
great
does
attitude.
too.
You guys are developing well. Keep the growth going though. I mean, maybe I'm going to ruin the team dynamic by inflating some egos, but I think you guys could challenge for Division A. So, any kind of last words or shout-outs before we go?
That's a time question right there.
Oh, well, I guess shout out to the team, and shout out to Michaelin, who couldn't do the interview because he had to go specifically.
He played great tonight.
And yeah, shout out to my dad because he's watching. Hi, Dad.
Shout out to a shot caller and drafter, by the way.
Yes.
Very, very helpful through every single game we played. Time is our shot caller and drafter.
Yeah, no, I gathered that from there earlier. Yeah, it was clean. Well, thanks guys for letting me cast your sets tonight. I had a lot of fun. Really enjoyed the games. For everyone else, thanks for watching. You can follow me here, twitch.tv/dbsmiley. I've been casting actually a lot this season. I think this is approaching somewhere in the neighborhood of 40 games. At least 35. 33 maybe, 35, somewhere in there. But it's been a lot of fun. Check out Nexus Gaming Series, nexusgamingseries.com. Get into the Discord. We're approaching the end of the regular season for Season 4, so now's a good time to start looking to form teams for Season 5. There's a lot of free agents and a lot of new players, so get in nexusgamingseries.com. If you want to support me, don't support me by subbing. Support me by joining the Nexus Gaming Series Patreon page. We keep building that. We're eventually going to get a podcast. I think we're actually really close to that threshold. But from there, you can follow, if you look down that way, you'll see a tag for Nexus Gaming Series. I don't think there's anyone else live now, but just follow that community, and you'll be able to watch Nexus Gaming Series action whenever it goes live. So check it out. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great night. Take care.